Hi, my name is Cory King, brewer and co-owner of Side Project Brewing in St. Louis, Missouri. The reason I'm here today is to talk about our Fermier series, our Fruited Fermier series, if you will. Saison Du Fermier was actually our very first release we've ever did. It's our barrel-fermented Saison, brewed as spelt. Always been fermented and aged in Chardonnay barrels. Way back when we did that, one of the very first fruited releases we did of the beer was actually Apricot Du Fermier, which is this one right here, which is the first release of this beer since 2021. We take Saison Du Fermier and then we add apricots to the barrel and let it re-ferment again. Not necessarily inspired by, but I love Canton Fufun, so an apricot lambic. This is a Saison base, nothing like that. Many of you who've already had this, our Saisons are much drier, less funky, and more just live on the fruity tart side as opposed to like the phenolic spicy side that you find in lambic. So very light, very easy drinking. That's why we still put these in 750s. We also have Quetsche Du Fermier and Cassis Du Fermier coming. Quetsche, the last time we bottled Quetsche was in 2020. So it's been a long time since we bottled this beer. It's our Plum Saison, if you will. Once again, the same base, our barrel fermented Saison Du Fermier, and then at maturity, when the beer is pretty much ready to sell, if we were to bottle it, we go ahead and add plums to the barrel and let it re-ferment and start it all over again. So once that's done fermenting, then we bottle up in bottle condition like we do all of our funky beers before they're ready to sell. So Quetsche Du Fermier, we haven't done in a long time. I think the very first plum beer I ever had that I really loved was Tilken Quetsche, or Quetsche de Tilken. I'd have to remember, I can't remember the name, and I don't know if I'm saying Quetsche correctly. But it's our Plum Saison that we rarely release, and hope you enjoy that again. And then Cassis Du Fermier, so our black currant Saison Du Fermier. Black currants, just an interesting fruit we used for this beer. We don't use currants very often, so intense and jammy. Different characteristics than we find in like per se like our other dark fruits like blackberries. Black currants have a lovely characteristic that really lay really well over, I believe, our tart saison that is really light and delicate. And this completely, you almost wouldn't notice it's the same base beer when you drink it all side by side because of how influential the fruit is in this one. So, Cassis Du Fermier, we haven't released this since 2021. Now it's 2025. So, hope you guys enjoy the new re-releases of these three fruited fermiers.